what I did was, I have a lace wig, of course, Dolce Jolie wig, that I got for myself. And it is a full lace, not silk base, just full lace closure all the way. And what I'm going to be doing is, and it came the natural color, it's Malaysian Just Relaxed Hair, 16 inches. And I'm going to be coloring it, of course, to match my hair, which I have a lot of new growth, and I don't feel like being bothered with right now, and I don't feel like being bothered with my hair for like a minute. So I think I'm going to be wearing a wig for like a minute. And I'm rushing, which I wish I wasn't rushing, because I have to do a lot of things tomorrow and then leave out and drive to New Orleans. So I'm going to do this really, really quick, because this hair is really, really darker than the microlink hair that I had before, and I colored it with 7N. I'm going to color this one with 7/8 dark ash blonde, because the hair is so dark. Okay, so what I've done is I've got the mannequin head, because I use these when I teach classes for cheap. I have a bunch of them, but I got a mannequin head, and I put a plastic cap over her head so that I don't get any color on her hair. And then I put the wig over it, and I secured it with wig, I don't know, wig pins, I guess. You get them at Sally's or whatever. You just stick them in her head so that the wig doesn't move around, so when you're doing the hair color. So, take her head off of this stand. This is the hair, 16 inches. After I color it, kind of like gonna clean it up a little bit, like maybe take that off and give it a nice cut. I'm gonna cut it while it's on her head or whatever. So I'm gonna mix the 7A with 30 volume highlights. I'm not gonna use the Infra High Lift. I'm gonna use the Chi Blondest Blonde, and I'm gonna use 30 Developer for that too. So first I'm gonna start off by spraying some keratin mist, which I don't actually have the original bottle with me, because I rarely buy the small ones. I buy the really big 32-ounce ones, and I just put it in the spray bottle because it like mist. Did you see that? I love it. So I'm just gonna mist the hair. Just like I said, I sprayed him. Tipper man said I sprayed him. I sprayed you? I'm so sorry. I sprayed your eye too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you forgive Mommy?
Yeah.
Mommy's sorry. Put that makeup brush down. Put that back in my makeup drawer. Give me that. Give it to me. Thank you. Yes, I want that back. I'm going to use the whole 3 ounces because I know I'm going to need it. What, baby? What? A bathroom? What are you saying? I have no idea what you're saying. If you don't have wig pins like this, then you can also use like a safety pin, like the big ones, and then stick it in. And it's actually kind of cool because the other part of the safety pin will actually hold the lace down for you to be able to do what you need to do. So I'm going to start my application in the front right hand quadrant. My application in the front right hand quadrant because I wanted to start lifting first so that when I'm finished my application all the way around, I can come back and do my highlights. My Chi Blondest Blonde right over the color in the front for my highlights. 7A. Now, one thing I want to make sure, and one thing that I'm kind of going for, which I know it's going to be crazy, but I'm kind of trying to keep a little bit of the roots, because I think that when you keep a little bit of the roots, especially when you're doing wigs that are like blonde, it actually looks more natural. So I'm going to go for keeping some of the roots. So I'm not going to put it directly on scalp application. And bring it down to the mid shaft, all the way down to the ends. I'm taking about 1/4 of an inch subsections, because this is a cream color, and if I make sections too big, then it's going to be spotty. I won't catch all of the hair, because wherever you put the color is what's going to change the color of hair. Wherever you don't put the color, there will be no change in color. If you can notice, as I'm parting through, the density of this wig is not super unrealistic thick. I wanted it to be not too thick. I wanted it kind of to look more natural. Like whenever I do anything, weaves or extensions or anything, I'm always aiming for it to look natural. I never want it to look wiggy. I never want it to look like the hair cannot possibly grow out my scalp. Like, she don't have hair like that. No, I want it to look really, really believable. So even with the density and the fullness of this wig, I wanted it to look very believable. Now these baby hairs, I'm going to come back and kind of grab these a little bit and just hit them up like this. Because remember I said I don't want to color all the way at the scalp. I want to leave a little bit of the root so that it looks more natural. And I don't want to have a definite line of demarcation. You see how that's right there is like a definite line. So I want to kind of like brush it up a little bit so that some of it will be dark, some of it will be light, but it won't just be like a line of demarcation. Just going to brush it in like that at the root. Which I guess you can actually call this the root, because the root is actually under the scalp, but since it's a wig, it really doesn't have a scalp, and you really can't call it new growth because hair doesn't grow from a wig, so. 30 volume. That's all I added. Mix it up. So now I have a real nice smooth consistency. My first slice, I'm gonna weave. And remember, I'm not trying to get close to the roots with these highlights because I want to give the illusion of like root growth, like it's growing out. And you can lay this on pretty nice and thick. People ask me why I always start from the top. I have no idea why I do this. Because really you should start from the bottom and work your way up. It's just weird, I guess. And this is still one of the top ones, so I'm gonna weave it. And then I'm going to take her out from under the dryer and let her cool for about 10 minutes. And then get her all nice and washed out and conditioned. And y'all will be able to see what she looks like. And see, I'm going to do this and that and that and that so that some gets a little bit closer to the scalp, so to speak, because your hair never grows out at the same time. Like if you, I was saying that your hair never grows out the same length in each spot, okay? So when I do that and just put it in, it makes it look like kind of like natural hair growth. So I'm going to take this last panel. out. And now I'm going, oh, and I cut her hair last night too. I cut her hair, well, her hair, my wig's hair. I cut my wig's hair after I had shampooed it and conditioned it before I did the reconstructor. I cut it wet. So now I'm just going to towel dry it. And then, that's my daughter's weave in the back. I gotta do her hair today. And then I'm going to blow dry it. I'm gonna round brush it. So I'll record a little bit of that because I know y'all seen me do enough round brushing in life. So I'll just record a little bit of that, and then after that I'll be doing the application.